Vlog 1. Hello, it is me, Dougie J. I kind of want to start a new little series, I guess you can call this. I kind of want to just, yap about shit. I have a lot of topics that pop in my head a lot because I like to think a lot. Sometimes I like to think a little bit too much, but I kind of just want to, take these thoughts that I have in my head and put them on video and upload them to the entire world. And this is all just gonna be like off the top of my head too. Like I really have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, what I'm saying. But it'll just be whatever pops into my head. It's gonna be a mixture of like personal and not personal shit. And I guess like the real reason for me doing this, and I know this is probably gonna sound a little selfish, a little weird, but I kind of want to, especially for the personal stuff, I kind of want to have it as like a record for myself, because I'm a human being. We're all human beings. We're all constantly growing and maturing through life. Most of my people in their mid-20s will probably understand this very well, but as you grow up, you start to experience a lot more of life, especially when you leave college and you start, getting your career jobs and stuff like that, or maybe, you don't get your career job, or maybe your career job is an extremely hard field to get into and it's taken you a very long time. But anyway, I'm kind of making these videos for myself and for, other people, in part that like I can go back and rewatch these videos and see, how my views have changed on a subject or how I've grown as a person. And I mean, the second reason why I'm doing this is really because I kind of want to show people that like, hey, like I also have this problem too. Because I know, especially, when you're in high school, or maybe even like, I don't know, like 2021, you're still figuring yourself out and you don't really know what's going on inside there, you know what I'm saying? I am going to talk about overthinking. I am going to talk about anxiety. I am going to talk about addiction. I also want to show other people that like, hey, I'm also overthinking every single day about every single little thing, or like I'm also anxious about this. I'm also anxious about that. I just want to show you, especially like the younger kids, I kind of want to just show them that like, hey, like everyone is going through bullshit. And I also kind of want to do this walk and yap thing because it'll also, get me outside and get me walking around. And because I live in Michigan, we have like 17 months of winter and like 3 months of summer. So I guess without further ado, let's go outside, baby. Oh, I already see a person. So I guess for episode 1 of this, I kind of want to, let's start off with something personal, Let's do a little personal digging here. So I kind of want to talk about being uncomfortable or putting yourself in uncomfortable situations, just like this one that I'm in currently. I am recording myself. My phone is on a selfie stick. I've never held a selfie stick before, and I've never vlogged like this before ever in my life. And I'm talking to myself, which is also very strange. Let's break down uncomfortable situations because they are everywhere, and sometimes they're more uncomfortable than others. Let's try walking this way. So let's talk about uncomfortable situations and just, I don't know, I guess like being uncomfortable and being okay with being uncomfortable. There's always some situation where someone is going to feel uncomfortable, no matter who it is. And I know you probably have those friends, or you probably know those people at work who you look at them and you're just like, there's no way, man. There's no way they could get uncomfortable, bro. They could walk up, stand in front of like thousands of people and just like give a speech right now and they wouldn't feel uncomfortable. You're probably wrong. Honestly, I would venture to say like 90% of people probably find most situations and most things to be uncomfortable for them. They are just probably better at hiding the fact that they're uncomfortable. So the next time you kind of think about that, kind of think of it that way. But yeah, everyone feels uncomfortable like all the time. Or well, I shouldn't say all the time. That would be actually like torturous if it was all the time. But a lot of people feel uncomfortable, and it's not about avoiding the uncomfortable situations, because if you avoid the uncomfortable situations and you keep avoiding the uncomfortable situations, then it'll just keep getting worse and worse, and then that's, when anxiety builds up too. Also, I like to preface this, I'm not like a psychiatrist or anything like that. I never went to school for this stuff, so I'm just kind of like talking. So it's like, for me, what I'm doing right now, this is extremely uncomfortable for me, especially every time when you see me look up, is because a person is there. And I'm afraid that this person is going to hear me and they're going to look at me. And I'm gonna be like, oh my God, like, what's this person thinking about me? Why are they looking at me like that? Like, oh my God, do they think I'm weird? Do they think I'm weird? Doing a lot of uncomfortable things will make you used to being uncomfortable. Obviously, I don't want you guys to put yourself in uncomfortable situations all the time, because, you don't necessarily have to, even though I said try not to avoid it. The more uncomfortable situations you end up in, the more comfortable you'll feel about those situations. And I know that sounds kind of strange, but that's kind of how it works. It sucks there really is nothing else I can really say, but just like, you kind of gotta, push through. And it's kind of just like your willpower. It's up to you. When you feel more comfortable doing more things in life, it also increases your confidence and it lowers your anxiety, I believe. And you kind of want to throw yourself in uncomfortable situations a lot more. It'll get to the point where you don't even think about it anymore. You're just like, oh, okay, yeah, this is a thing that I have to do. And yeah, it sucks, but I'm gonna do it. And there are a lot of uncomfortable things that you'll overcome it, but the uncomfortable feeling will never go away. And that is normal. I have plenty of those things. Doing presentations, yeah, I can do it. Like, yeah, if you're like, hey, go up there and speak to like 1,000 people, I'd be like, okay, I'd go and do it. But when I'm up there, would I be freaking out? Yes, I would be freaking out on the inside, but I could still go up and do it. And that's also a part of like the confidence aspect too, is like, if you are in an uncomfortable situation, but you've been doing uncomfortable situations for a while now, you can kind of go up there with, for lack of a better word, I guess I'll call it like false confidence, but like, you'll go up there and like I said, like, I'll be confident, like I'll go up there and I'll start speaking.
I fucked that, bro, damn.
Like, my hands are literally shaking as I'm up there speaking, but like, they don't know that. They don't know my hands are shaking. They don't know I'm freaking out currently. Sometimes, bro, you just gotta torture yourself too, like real shit. What's the saying with diamonds? Like diamond, like the sharp, like the, diamonds are rough. Diamonds are made in the rough. Diamonds are, diamonds are born in the rough. I was born in the roughness. Awkward shit kind of goes into uncomfortable shit as well. I'll bet you like $50, like a majority of your awkward interactions that you have, like people don't even look at it as that awkward, honestly. Because I say a lot of awkward and weird and stupid shit. And it, like, I'm still not over that whole thing of like, oh, like, they'll just forget, like, people just forget, you know, like, no one really, like, remembers the shit you say. And it's like, it's true. Like, it really is true. Now, obviously, when I mean that, like, don't be, like, mean to other people or anything like that, you know? You should always be nice to people, and you shouldn't, like, oh, well, I'm gonna say some mean shit because they're gonna forget it anyway. It's like, no, bro. It's like, no, you can't be doing that. The end goal is to be comfortable with yourself and your own skin and your own personality and who you are, you know? Because you should never be ashamed about who you are as a person, ever.
You should love yourself now. Yes, you should.
But yeah, dude, being uncomfortable fucking blows dick. It's like, dude, I am doing my best right now to try and avoid human beings as much as I can. And I'm trying to not break contact with the phone as cars are driving by. I'm not trying to look at them because I don't want them to look at me. Because it's really all your mind, dude. Your mind is the enemy, bro. Your mind is the enemy, dude.
Okay, what's the fiasco? Nobody's messing with your head. Nobody's messing with your head. Let's just put, no, nobody's messing with your head, man. Nobody's messing with your.
And like, you gotta kind of like, you gotta trick your mind, really, at the end of the day. And to trick your mind, you gotta do, like, you can't just do something like 2-3 times and then call it there and be like, oh yeah, I'm good. It's like, no, like, you gotta, like, because like it's just like building a habit, really. You just gotta keep doing it over and over and over and over again. And it's gonna suck, sure. It's gonna suck real hard. And like, you will literally, like, you'll get to a point where it won't even matter. Oh, doggy. I haven't really overcome uncomfortableness yet, I don't think. You put in a lot more work and a lot more time. I believe that most of it will come naturally. Like, and I guess what I mean by that is, like, I kind of feel like as you grow up and as you live through life more, I don't even think it's like a confidence thing. I just think it's like, oh, like, I don't give a shit anymore. All right, so we are back inside. Mainly because I was walking around aimlessly, not really knowing what to talk about. And I apologize because it's like, I kind of wanted to make this uncomfortable thing, you know, like my first video, because, you know, I'm doing something uncomfortable. I'm walking around, you know, with this camera, and like I've never done something like this before, so like it just feels really weird. I'm sorry that this is kind of I don't know, this video is probably like all over the place, to be honest with you, but I will say that the other videos are going to be a little more structured because this topic too, like, I'm not like a therapist or anything like that. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychologist, you know. I honestly, bro, I don't even have my fucking degree. Like, I don't even have a college degree. So it's like, so it's like, I'm not really, like, qualified to speak on this stuff. So I'm a little, like, hesitant to speak on it a little bit. But I'm kind of, you know, doing this series to not only, you know, maybe like encourage other people to do something uncomfortable, but me myself, I'm still trying to figure out how to, you know, truly be comfortable in my own skin, and I'm still, you know, trying to feel comfortable with the interactions I have with other people in the world. I'm still trying to be more comfortable to, you know, try new things out, like new experiences. And like I said, I kind of am doing this for myself, so I can kind of see myself grow and kind of push myself, but you know, I'm also doing this for anyone else out there, because I was at a point in my life where, well, I mean, I kind of still am at this point a little bit, but it's gotten better for sure. But I'm at a point in my life where it's just like, wow, like I feel like I have all these problems, and I've kind of felt for the longest time that I had no one to share these problems with. And I hope this is kind of your way of, like, you know, I don't know, feeling like related to, like, oh, hey, like, he has the same problem as me, like, I can relate to that. And, you know, because I know that it makes you feel better when you're able to relate to someone, because every time that I've been able to, you know, find something about myself in other people, it's, you know, not only has it made me, like, feel better about myself, even though I know that probably sounds bad, but, you know, I do feel better about myself, and it also gives me confidence to be able to sit there and be like, oh, like, I can change myself, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here because I can't stand looking at this fucking camera anymore. I can't stand holding the selfie stick. Even when I'm inside, I feel uncomfortable. Like, holy shit, dude. Like, no one is watching me. So I'm going to be working on that by doing more of these videos, and more of these videos are going to come, and I'm gonna try to keep doing these, like, I'm gonna try to pump these out a little bit more often than my gaming ones, because the gaming ones take a little bit more time, just because, you know, scripts, and, you know, gotta make sure I get all my information right, and, you know, I don't forget things. My dumbass forgot to mention probably the most unique part of this game. Don't forget to subscribe and like and comment if you enjoyed what you watched, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I hope you guys have a great weekend as well.